There comes a point in life when you no longer know if you are reacting to this moment or to every moment you never healed. You speak, but the voice carries old wounds. You make decisions, but they echo past fears. You love, but your heart trembles from a story long gone. You walk, but your shadow still holds the weight of everything you survived. And slowly, without noticing, the pain you avoided became the person you became. Osho warned about this. Whatever you repress does not disappear. It becomes your personality. Tonight we walk into the quiet territory of unprocessed pain. The pain that shapes your reactions, your relationships, your identity, even your destiny. Before we dive deeper, take a slow breath. Feel the stillness around you. And if this reflection resonates, consider subscribing softly, not for numbers, but for the inner journey you've already started. Now, let's uncover the truth you've carried for years. Pain is a shapeshifter. It doesn't stay in the wound. It spills into who you become. When you were hurt, you created armor. A way of walking, a way of speaking, a way of staying invisible, a way of never being hurt again. That armor protected you once, but now it suffocates you. You call it personality. Osho calls it a wound frozen in time. The harshness you show others, a shield. The silence you keep, a scar. The distance you create, a survival instinct. The mistrust you carry, a bruise disguised as wisdom. You think this is who you are, but it is who you became to survive what hurt you. Osho says, the body keeps every experience, the mind simply hides it. You think you forgot, you think it passed, you think you moved on, but the body knows, the breath knows, the heart knows, the nervous system knows. That is why certain voices make you freeze, certain expressions make you shrink, certain moments make your chest tighten, certain people activate storms inside you. The trigger is not the present. The trigger is the stored past. Pain that was never processed learned how to speak through your body. You say, I'm just like this. But Osho would ask, are you like this? Or are you still protecting the child inside you? The temper you carry is not you. It is the body defending an old fear. The coldness you developed is not you. It is protection from past rejection. The need to control everything is not you. It is the memory of chaos. The fear of abandonment is not you. It is the echo of someone who once left. The people-pleasing is not you. It is the survival strategy you created when love felt conditional. Your personality is not your essence. It is your adaptation. Your true self is beneath the wounds. Silent, soft, untouched, waiting. What you don't heal, you repeat. Not because you deserve pain, but because the wound keeps pulling you toward what resembles it. Your unhealed pain chooses your relationships, influences your partners, shapes your reactions, repeats your childhood, recreates familiar patterns, sabotages your peace, drives you unconsciously. This is why Osho said, unconsciousness repeats itself, awareness transforms. Your wound becomes a magnet, pulling you toward the same story in different faces again and again. You are not cursed, you are unprocessed. Somewhere in your timeline, there is a moment you didn't fully experience. The heartbreak you swallowed, the injustice you endured quietly, the fear you never named, the tears you did not allow to fall, the anger you buried, the truth you silenced, the goodbye you refused to accept. When you didn't feel it, the pain did not disappear, it burrowed deeper. Osho says, pain becomes suffering only when it is not lived consciously. Suffering is not pain. Suffering is pain that was never felt. The mind runs from pain because it believes pain will destroy you. The heart knows the opposite. Feeling it is what frees you. But the mind interferes. It says, stay busy, stay distracted, stay numb, stay strong. Don't think about it. Don't feel too much. And so you obey. You push the pain into the basement of your being. But the pain doesn't die. It waits and waits and waits. And when it cannot speak in words, it speaks in anxiety, in exhaustion, in emotional triggers, in overreactions, in shutdowns, in self-sabotage. You don't break down because you are weak. You break down because your pain finally found a door. Osho says, "Go into your pain. It is the only path to freedom." And this is the terrifying part. To heal, you must feel. Not think about the pain, not analyze the pain, not avoid the pain, not justify the pain, but sit with it, without story, without narrative, without blame, without resistance. To feel the tear that never fell, the anger you swallowed, the grief you buried under responsibilities, the heartbreak you pretended didn't hurt. This is the doorway. This is the release. This is the rebirth. Healing doesn't happen in the mind. It happens in the body, in the breath, in silence, in awareness. When you allow pain to be present without resistance, it dissolves, not instantly, not magically, but slowly, gently, honestly, like ice melting under sunlight. Osho explains, awareness burns all that is false. Your pain is false, not the experience, but the identity built around it. When you face it, it loses its power. When you feel it, it loses its shape. When you understand it, it loses its grip. And for the first time, you become more you than you have ever been. You cannot undo what happened, but you can undo the prison it created inside you. The moment you process your pain, your reactions change. Your relationships change. Your identity softens. Your destiny shifts. What once felt like fate reveals itself as a wound. And wounds, when seen, become wisdom. You outgrow what once defined you. You transcend what once controlled you. You remember who you were before life taught you fear. This is the quiet miracle of inner healing. If this message met you, where you are, let it be a soft reminder. You don't heal alone. Subscribe gently and take your place in this journey inward.